So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up. I'm on fire. So light 'em up.
Welcome back to RWA Legacy, ladies and gentlemen. Rob Massey sitting at ringside as I gave Bobby Rossi this match. I just want to say thank you again to everybody who voted for me as Rookie of the Year. Something I did not expect, and you know what? A lot of respect to Bobby Rossi, who does a lot of good work around RWA, just in general, not just as ring announcer, sometimes consultant referee. We know his skills as a manager. Rossi has definitely dedicated himself to this company on multiple levels, and I will say, truthfully, it's always a pleasure to work with him. And this match is going to be, I tell you what, hard-hitting and fast-paced.
Weighing in 211 pounds, hailing from Salem, New Hampshire, he is Firebrand Brian Fury!
Brian Fury is making his legacy debut. He is a former Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, former Chaotic Wrestling New England Champion, formerly one half of the Chaotic Wrestling Tag Team Champion. This man has held a lot of gold. He is also one of the toughest, if not the toughest, brawler in professional wrestling, dare I say, in New England in general. I have friends that know Brian Fury. If you want to be in the ring with the best, you step in the ring with Firebrand Brian Fury. This, I have never been able to say this before, JT Dunn, the Duke, professional wrestling savior, is by far, leaps and bounds, the underdog in this match. These are two styles that are completely contrasting and different. And JT Dunn, well, he's a great ring general. He knows wrestling moves like none other. He trained half of this RWA roster. When you're talking brawling, he is outweighed by almost he's outweighed by almost 35 pounds. And if you're going to go straight fist, look at the size of Brian Fury. This is a guy that you don't want to mess with in the ring, on the street, at a family reunion, at one other venue that you think you need to mess with him. You would not want to mess with Firebrand Brian Fury. JT Dunn's in a lot of trouble here tonight. Not saying he can't pull the victory off, but it's going to be a tough one for him to get.
He weighs in at 174 pounds and is the last known survivor of the game. Wrestling savior,
The Juice, JT Dunn, making his fourth legacy appearance. He's a former RWA Triple Crown champion, former junior heavyweight champion. That title is no longer. He is the current NEFW United States champion, current New Age Old-Time Wrestling Light Heavyweight champion. He competed in the 2011 Chicago New England Summit, the 2012 Chicago Young Lions Cup, and JT is looking to avenge his loss to Fury from back in May of 2012 at Full Spectrum Wrestling. As we welcome in our broadcast partner again, Bobby Rossi. Excellent job up there, sir.
Thank you.
And I was saying here to the folks, very few times since I've been sitting at commentary have I said the Juice JT Dunn is the underdog. But I'm telling you, you step into the ring with a brawler like the Firebrand Brian Fury, if you're the Juice, you're in a lot of trouble here tonight.
Well, you know, I don't want to put anyone on the spot, but this guy Fury, he's more than just a wrestler. This guy is a head trainer. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He's very, very skilled in the art of wrestling, to say the least. You know, his credentials, they're quite a list of themselves. Former Chaotic Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, former Chaotic Wrestling New England Champion, and formerly one half of the Chaotic Wrestling Tag Team Champions. That's a lot of belts.
That's a lot of gold. And again, very rarely is JT Dunn outweighed. He's outweighed by over 35 pounds here tonight against Brian Fury. You can just tell him the body difference, the size, and the Juice is looking to lock up. But I'm telling you, if this goes to right hands, I got Fury in this match probably in the third round.
I'm going to have to side with you on that one.
Collar and elbow tie up by the Juice and the Firebrand. Wrist lock. Taking over full control. Look at how quickly he got the Juice JT Dunn back down to his knees. Top wrist lock reversed by JT Dunn. Top wrist lock of his own.
You know, taking Dunn off his vertical base might not be the best strategy, but I'm sure there's a reason behind it, so.
Rolling through is Brian Fury, and quite agile for a guy at 210.
Not to say the least.
JT Dunn looks a tad worried. I've never seen that look in his eyes before. before. He's been one-upped in chain wrestling before, but I'll tell you what, there's a different look in his eyes tonight.
Oh, it's a look of concern. And he should be. He is in there with a well-weathered professional.
On the top wrist lock. JT Dunn tries to break the hold in any way he can. He does. Trying to go for a hammerlock, and he does. Locks a hammerlock in. JT Dunn now in full control, and Fury breaks the hold using his foot and gets a hammerlock of his own. Now a single Nelson and taking JT Dunn down to the mat. Dunn reverses and has a armbar on Fury. Keeping Brian Fury to the mat, very, very good idea. You do not want him to start throwing punches or get that sky-high power bomb that he hits all the time.
Yeah, and maintaining leverage over Fury, that in itself is quite a feat.
Fury reverses again to another hammerlock. Both men tit for tat. Now a headlock. I tell you what, if we were scoring this on points, pretty even here.
Yeah, certainly. It's been hold for hold.
Irish whip reversed by Dunn. A big shoulder tackle by Brian Fury, and you can see that one coming. Fury off the ropes. Dunn ducks under. Now a big leapfrog caught by Brian Fury, and then it's sent over. Going for a roll-up, and Fury looking for the kick. Dunn ducks, goes for a schoolboy. Ducks under again. Brian Fury up the top rope. Being caught by JT Dunn, being taken down to cover. One. Fury tries to trip up JT Dunn, caught in a side headlock, and what a sequence by both men. Listen to this crowd. Professional wrestling at its best right here in front of us. But this is only match before intermission. 1, 2, and a kick out as JT Dunn is able to reverse the leverage. Still in full control with the side headlock on the ground. Brian Fury trying to fight out, taking his time, trying not to gas himself by panicking and breathing too much. Fighting to his feet. He is on his knees, Dunn to a knee himself. Fury has Dunn back to his feet. He is back to his feet as well. Into the corner with JT Dunn and firebrand Brian Fury.
And you know, one thing we've definitely taken note of Brian's credentials outside of RWA. This is not an RWA guy, whereas JT Dunn is.
Nice go behind and a big roll up. 1, 2, and a kick up by Brian Fury. Up and over. Dunn catches and into the corner. Fury fights the center of the ring. Dunn tries Irish whip, reversed by Brian Fury. Off the rope goes Dunn. Goes off the rope, catches himself. Fury tries to duck, gets the leg. Big clothesline knocks JT Dunn out of the ring, off the rope, and Fury's gonna fly, and he tries to go through the rope. JT Dunn off the top rope, and he's gonna fly. Suicide dive right into the first row of fans here at Legacy.
Jeez, into the laps of some front row spectators. I'll tell you, you can't get much closer to the action than that. And JT is clearly looking to avenge the loss that he suffered to Brian Fury.
Through the second rope and dropping an elbow on Fury. We have a cover here. Motion 1, 2, and Steve Motion only finds a 2 count. JT Dunn looking for a 3. He knows full well that Motion is probably the best referee that RWA has. Fury back up to his feet. Big glove. You know, JT Dunn's going to look for that KO elbow. Irish whip. Big drop kick. Beautiful drop kick by JT Dunn. Cover here. 1, 2, and Fury kicks out at 2. Dunn is getting very frustrated.
Well, it seems as if it doesn't matter what he does, he can't keep Fury down for that count.
Kick right to the back. Nothing technical about that, just a boot right to the spine of Brian Fury. Now, if you were advising JT Dunn, you have a guy that's at least 35 pounds heavier than him, a couple inches taller than him, what would you say to JT Dunn to keep this competitor down to the 3 count?
Keep the pace fast. Chances are Fury will fatigue.
Oh, what a neck breaker! What a neck breaker by Brian Fury. We have a cover here at Dunn. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. JT Dunn fights right out of that huge neck breaker that came out of nowhere by Brian Fury.
That's what you call thinking on your feet. battle-hardened veteran like Brian Fury will be able to do that at the turn of a dime.
Big scoop to JT Dunn. And following up with a huge slam, coming down about 6 feet 3 inches. As Dunn is reeling here at RWA Legacy. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And Fury that time buried his forearm into the jaw of JT Dunn, tried to keep him down for the 3 count. Now grabbing a handful of tights, looking to dump Dunn right out of the ring, and he does, right in front of those fans again.
This wrestling match is it's definitely turning into a fight from what I can see. Now both of these men have exchanged levels of technique, exchanged some holds. Now this is starting to turn into a scrap.
Dunn back up to his feet. Fury going for a back suplex right onto the apron. And that's just pine, folks. There is no matting. That is probably the most unforgiving part of the ring. Right on the apron there, and Dunn is reeling. Fury very, very deliberately getting back into the ring, slowing the pace down. This could be a bad idea. 1, 2, and look at the slow, deliberate pace. Gave JT a second to recover.
And that's why I would have advised JT to keep things quick. The bigger man, it's going to take a little bit longer for the bigger man to get recovery going. Whereas JT, I've seen him in plenty of pickles before, but the kid figures a way to get himself out of it every time.
Fury with a big kick to JT Dunn. Dunn using the top rope to get back to his feet. And now going for a right hand, and Dunn with a right hand of his own.
He's got his wits back about him.
Another block and a right hand. Dunn trying to fight his way through this, and I tell you what, and a big elbow! A big elbow by JT Dunn, going for a clothesline, ducked on his Brian Fury, and he knocked him right into the bottom turnbuckle. Dunn could be out. Moses checking on Dunn, whose neck snapped on that bottom turnbuckle.
Dunn still doesn't want to give in, though.
1, 2, and just about 2.5. JT Dunn barely kicked out, and after his neck snapped on that bottom turnbuckle, I thought that could have been it, Bobby Rossi.
I'm right with you on that one. I was expecting a couple of waving of the smelling salts. This kid, I'll tell you, battle tough, really is.
Fury getting Dunn up back to his feet. Dunn trying to fight through Brian Fury's strength, and a big, big forearm by Brian Fury. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Fury in full control of JT Dunn now. Reverse rear chin lock. Trying to put JT Dunn to sleep. Dunn trying to fight out of it. But Dunn, again, being outweighed by 35 pounds. The bigger man on top of him. Dunn trying to fight to his feet, but I think it's night-night time for the Duke.
This is where that lack in size is definitely going to be a disadvantage for Dunn, because you could see Fury just laying it in right there. Keeping leverage on Dunn, cutting off his air supply, and the juice is fading fast. Take a look, Drop Man.
I've never seen the juice JT Dunn manhandled quite this way before in an RWA ring, Bobby Rossi.
It's showing.
He's trying to fight back up to his feet. Dunn has his second wind, trying to break the hold, and he does. And what a big club, a huge club to the back. Brian Fury just almost knocked the wind out. A big clothesline by JT Dunn. Dunn fighting back, and now a back elbow. Going for a kick right to the knee, and it's the Gurry to the back. And Dunn has found his second win. Another elbow right in the far corner. Irish whip. Fury reverses. Sends Dunn in. Up and over. Dunn goes Dunn with a kick to the back and a schoolboy. Fury fights out, and the ace crusher. A low angle ace crusher, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
I thought that was it. I thought he caught Fury sleeping for that 1 second.
Dunn is getting fired up here. He's got the momentum and the adrenaline going. He's trying to get Fury up to his feet. Looking for a headlock takeover. Fury with a big reverse suplex, and Dunn. Off comes the elbow pad, and we know what's coming next. He's calling for that big KO elbow. Here it comes, and he misses. Fury catches Dunn. Has him in a crucifix, and drops JT Dunn right on his chest. 1, 2, and that could be a big kick out by JT Dunn. I thought that was it. I thought that was it. Very few people blocked the KO elbow by JT Dunn, and Brian Fury just did.
I tell you though, the heart and soul of JT Dunn cannot be measured with a yardstick or anything metric. This kid's just not going to give in. He's not laying down, and I commend him.
Brian Fury seems a bit confused. He doesn't know what to do to keep Dunn down. Fury locking up Dunn, setting him up for a big vertical suplex. Up goes Dunn. Dunn up and over with a race lock. Race lock in the zone by Brian Fury. He tries to go for the roll up. Dunn misses over for the elbow. And a big super kick by Brian Fury. What a clothesline. Dunn was out on his feet, was able to recover with a clothesline to Brian Fury. Both men are down.
That's again that rate of recovery, you know. Dunn had just enough juice in him, small pun intended, to let go of that last final desperation blow. And here's Fury. Fury's been down for, talking 4 or 5 seconds. There's a pinfall right there.
Absolutely. But I did not expect Brian Fury to be down that long. We're up to 6 here as both men are down. Steve Mosher's at 7. Brian Fury and JT Dunn begin to get to their feet. We are at 8. Mosher is at 9. It would be horrible if he was sending a count out. Brian Fury to his feet. JT Dunn to his feet. Fury with a forearm of his own. A big forearm by JT Dunn. Forearm by Brian Fury. Another forearm by the Juice. Back and forth. Both men barely able to stand here. A forearm by Fury. He is in control. A big forearm by the Juice, JT Dunn, and a return by Brian Fury. Off the rope. Another forearm. Flying one of this time. Dunn off the ropes. A big boot by Brian Fury. Off the ropes goes Fury, and another big forearm by the Juice, JT Dunn. Grabbing Dunn by the back of the trunks, hitting him with a forearm, and a suplex drops Dunn right in front of us. And a big kick by the Juice, JT Dunn, trying to get into the ring. What a move, a double-handed DDT, cover 1, 2. And the Juice could not believe, with the X factor, that Brian Fury was not kept down. He looked at Steve Mosher and begged for a 3 count, and Mosher said that he got up at about 2.5. Listen to this crowd. Dunn loses the second elbow pad, and he's saying it's over now. He is looking for that Tiger Bomb. Dunn sets Fury up. Fury blocks it. Dunn trying again. Fury double leg takedown. He's going for that vintage Boston Crab. And now it's roll up 1, 2, and a kick out by Brian Fury. He takes Dunn down, double leg takedown to go for the Boston Crab now. Dunn in the center of the ring, a Boston Crab locked on by Firebrand Brian Fury. Dunn has a long way to go to get that second rope, Bobby Rossi.
Sure does. He's dead smack in the center of the ring, and it doesn't look like there's a large amount of light at the end of the tunnel for him.
JT Dunn reeling in pain as he tries to crawl to the bottom rope. He's got it inches away, and he gets to the bottom rope. Fury cannot believe it. He cannot believe that JT Dunn was able to break that hold by getting to the bottom rope. He doesn't know what to do, Bobby Rossi.
Can't say I blame him. I mean, he's covered an attack from all angles, all ground.
The Juice, JT Dunn getting to his feet on the apron. Firebrand Brian Fury to his feet, turns around, and a big boot by JT Dunn over the top rope and going for a backbreaker. What a great backbreaker by JT Dunn. All fired up. What a sky-high powerbomb. 1, 2, this could be it. And just JT Dunn reverses. And Brian Fury again into a Boston Crab. Center of the ring again, Bobby Rossi. JT Dunn is reeling in pain now. He's thinking about tapping. He pulled his hand back. He's biting his wrist now, trying to fight the submission. Trying to crawl to the bottom rope. And Fury pulls him center of the ring. Fury screaming for Dunn to tap. JT Dunn crawling to that bottom rope, and he gets to the bottom rope. I can't believe that's 2 Boston Crabs after a sky-high powerbomb that JT Dunn was able to fight out of Bobby Rossi. What heart in the pro wrestling savior.
The man must be made of kryptonite. I don't understand it.
Brian Fury looks confused standing in the corner right to our left here, the near corner. He's given JT Dunn everything in his arsenal. Left. Dunn barely able to breathe, trying to get himself off the mat. Fury is slowly kicking Dunn. Dunn holding his, I believe it's his right knee he's holding. Fury's shocked. Fury is absolutely shocked. What do you do if you're Brian Fury?
Put JT Dunn to sleep.
Yeah, with the humidity and the lack of air in this building, not a bad idea. Put JT Dunn on the top rope. And I tell you what, I have seen so many things so far tonight. We both seen so many things go wrong on the top rope here for competitors. A big shot. Dunn is out on the top rope. Fury climbing and Dunn trying to fight out of it. Both men now fighting. Big club to the back. We're going to see a sky-high superplex. Dunn fights. There's nowhere for JT Dunn to go other than to the ring. He's fighting Fury. He's got control, and Fury falls to the apron. Fury down to the mat. Dunn with a big drop kick, a big missile drop kick, and the KO elbow. He's got him 1, 2, 3. Unbelievable! I don't believe it. JT Dunn has beaten Brian Fury. Incredible match. What a match by JT Dunn. That was unreal. And what a way to lead into intermission. These two men practically killed each other, and we're only halfway through this show, Bobby Rossi.
I will go ahead and call that main event of the first half. That is a match of main event caliber. And folks, if you're not here live, boy, are you missing out. This place has just gone bananas. The electricity in this room, you can cut it with a knife. Yes, you can cut the electricity with the knife.
Wait, JT Dunn's calling for a mic here, and let's listen in.
This is RWA Legacy. Make some noise. Brian Fury, before you go anywhere, let me just explain to all these people. You cheated. No, he didn't cheat. Nobody cheated. Brian Fury is the best damn professional wrestler in New England today. Sir, it was an honor and a privilege to have you here at RWA, and it was an honor and a privilege to step in the ring with you, and we all thank you very much.
Kind words by JT Dunn for Brian Fury, and very, very true, Bobby Rossi. There's nothing else to say to go on intermission.
I'm at such a severe loss for words, it's ridiculous.
When the two of us can't find something to say.
Yeah. Folks, there's only one way to understand, and that's to be here. It's like that time you hear that joke. Oh, I guess you should have been there to get the joke. Well, you should have been here to catch the vibe, the intensity of what just transpired here at East Greenwich's Farnham Continentals. Robert Massey, I think the boys in the back, if they want to have as much of an impression on the crowd as those two did, they are going to have to pull out every single trick in that bag of tricks. They are going to have to go 150% because those two legitimately just tore the mat apart.
We have half the show still. That just stole the show right now.
It could potentially do so, but hey, you know what? That's just a one-on-one matchup. We have a six-man tag elimination matchup. We've got two one-on-one matchups, one of which is not only for bragging rights, but as a former tag team known as the Student Body, they'll be facing on head-to-head, and of course,
The Triple Crown Championship.
the Triple Crown Championship is on the line. So, Rob,
Not to mention, the Tag Team Championships are on the line as well. The Movement versus T. Phoenix and Chris Doza.
wow, I feel I completely forgot about that. That's what just happened here, folks. I've got a program in front of me of what matches are up next, and I can't remember what's next because that right there could have stolen the show.
We are at intermission. We will be right back with RWA Legacy. And I tell you what, folks, you do not want to miss the rest of this show.
Absolutely not.
We'll be right back.
See you soon.